All right, guys, so recently we just had the live stream for the new Punishing Gray Raven patch Across the Ruined Sea, which looks absolutely exciting as we are finally getting Bianca, formerly Obstigma, now Stigmata, added to the global servers of Punishing Gray Raven, which is sweet. Along with it, we are getting some new game modes, one of them being permanently added to the game, as well as some other new coatings, and it's really exciting. It's shaping up to be a really exciting patch, which is great to see, especially off the tails of what, well, I've heard some people call a bit of a dead patch. No offense known, lovers, but like, let's be real, there wasn't a ton going on in the last patch before this one, but this one is looking real juicy, looking real exciting, and I loved the live stream that they put together. I think it was produced super well. Love how they kind of maybe took a bit of inspiration from another gacha game, who I will keep nameless in this one, that maybe they took some inspiration from them on their live streams. I don't care if they did or not. I still thought it was very enjoyable. Even the 10-minute loop for the stream starting soon was engaging, and I found myself watching the full 10 minutes. This is the best stream starting soon I've ever seen. They did an excellent job, so shout out to the Kuro Games team, as they did a fantastic job with that. Now, while the presentation for that was great, they really kept high level in terms of the kind of events and other things that we're going to be getting from this patch. And so what I wanted to do in this video is talk a little bit about the things that you might have missed, or things that they didn't really fully address in the live stream for the coming patch. Now, I'm pulled up here, grayravens.com. Shout out to the Gray Ravens team. They do some excellent work in bringing over information from the CN server early, whether that be characters or bosses. You can go ahead and check out some of the details there. But one of the other things they check out and they bring over are the patch notes from the CN side, and things that we can take a look at and see and get a heads up on to help us kind of like plan and prepare for the things currently yet unseen. Now, I'm going to add the caveat. So far, we haven't seen really any variation between the patch notes that we've pulled up on here from the CN servers to what's come to global. So I think it's safe to assume this is fairly accurate and what we're going to be getting. But until we actually fully see it in global, as soon as the update actually hits, that's when we can actually have full confidence about what's going on here. But I wanted to walk through a few things that they did not mention in the live stream, or if they did, I'm too dumb to have seen it. That's also quite possible. I'm not going to say that's not possible. So let's just take a quick look at a few details here. So they did mention that there's going to be some new beginner missions added. One of the great things about these new beginner missions is they are going to be adding 4,590 basic construct R&D tickets for the standard banner to be pulled on, which is great because if you are currently, you should be saving those because after you kind of like, have gotten your welcome banner, because there's going to be an event when Lamia comes where you're going to be able to do kind of like Smash Rank Selector stuff with the basic R&D tickets. I mean, look, you don't have to. I've started saving them now that I've kind of gone through and gotten my pity out of it, but that's just me. Something to keep in mind there. But we're also, from these rewards, going to be getting another S-rank construct selector, a new 6-star weapon selector, as well as a 4-piece set for Da Vinci, a 2-piece set for Guinevere, and some upgrade materials, which is great. Da Vinci, I would say, is a very frequently used support set used on a lot of different characters. In particular, I'm pretty sure every single Liv uses Da Vinci. You're definitely going to be needing the set. This S-rank selector is going to be going up to Luna Laurel. So like we've seen in the previous S-rank selector that we did have, but going along with it, we are going to be getting a 6-star weapon selector, which is also going to be great. And that 6-star weapon selector is also going to be going up to Luna Laurel, which is really great. Now, I'll put in another video about what weapon you should be selecting for that S-rank selector. So make sure to like and subscribe for that video, as that will be coming as well. But just know that you are going to have that opportunity, which is great because that's a ton of black cards saved. And for all, these past units, you don't have to worry about trying to spend extra black cards to get those, which is great. Rosetta Rigger is now going to be able to get shards from trade vouchers in the exchange shop, which is great. I've been hoarding all of my trade vouchers for this day for Rosetta Rigger because I plan on getting Rosetta Rigger from my S-rank selector. And then I'm going to be, farming up her additional shards through the trade vouchers, as well as Pain Cage eventually. I've got some other more priority units, but that's something to keep in mind as well there too, that now you're going to be able to farm Rosetta Rigger, which is great because she's still the meta physical tank on the CN servers. So that's something fantastic and to keep in mind there too. Now, again, I don't want to talk about every single thing in these patch notes, guys. That's going to be super boring, but I just want to focus on the things that we've missed. Something else that they did not mention in the live stream is that new bosses are going to be added to the Pain Cage Ultimate Zone. So if you're like me and you're now in that Ultimate Zone, you're going to be able to get some new bosses in there. And when they add new bosses, they do add achievements for those bosses. So you're going to get a nice little influx of additional skulls too, that you can get some additional shards. So if you're like me and you should have been saving some of those shards for Bianca, but you didn't, well, those new bosses are coming, so you can hopefully get a little bit of an extra boost and get you a few additional ones to get you up to SS a little bit quicker. So in the live stream, they did mention the FOS rating committee that was going to be coming, where you're going to get improved new player tutorials and get some additional materials upon passing. Some specifics for what those rewards are, because they didn't go into depth. That's going to be more basic R&D tickets, an A rank tank construct selector, an A rank tank construct weapon selector, and an A rank support construct selector, and an A rank support construct weapon selector. So if you're still using an A rank on your team, like I am, for example, with Liv Lux, you're going to be able to either get some additional shards for them, a nice little boost, and you're going to be able to get a 5-star weapon for them. So you don't, if you've had really bad luck in co-op or you don't have any additional shards, you've been prioritizing getting some of that stuff for some of your other DPS units because you don't have a lot of 6-star weapons yet. Nice, just little influx of resources there. A couple free characters that you don't have to worry about, you know, spending any R&D, black cards, or tickets, anything like that to get those. So if there's anybody you've been sitting on that you want to bump them up to SSS+ maybe too, you're also getting really close and you're tired of running the interlude stories, you are going to be able to get that there, which is fantastic. As we know, with the new Cursed Waves game mode, you are going to be able to get event construct R&D tickets, but you're also still going to be able to get some more trade vouchers, which you can then use on Rosetta Rigger or Selena Capriccio, whichever you so choose. Like I said, I'm going to be putting them into Rosetta Rigger because physical tank with my new physical DPS coming with Bianca Stigmata. I gotta get used to saying that. I'm so used to saying Abstigma at this point, but that is not the case. That is not the name of her frame. Something else they didn't mention too, but I think is kind of an exciting piece, is that the story mode interface is getting revamped. So the UI is just going to be a little bit nicer when you are navigating some of those windows and screens, which is just a nice little quality of life piece. But that's it, guys. Those are all some of the little details that didn't make it into the stream that you may not have seen yet. Like I said, this is shaping up to be a very exciting patch, a unit I have been so excited for pretty much since I started playing this game earlier at the beginning of this year. I am so excited for Bianca to come during this patch. But let me know what you guys think down below. What is one of the things that you're most excited for in this patch that's coming? I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your time and support. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe on the channel, guys. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.